No single candidate can beat Tinubu alone. Okonkwo sends one into opposition. Yes, so what is he saying? That they should form coalition? And who will be the head of that coalition? That's the question. We agree that Tinubu has bought all the institutions into his pockets. We quite agree that. Okay? But looking at Atiku, Peter Obi, Kwankwaso, and all of them, you know, who has the strength to win Tinubu? Okay? Nobody will win Tinubu because Tinubu has bought all the institutions to himself. But what is going to Okonkwo insinuating here? Is he saying that there should be coalition or whatever? Why is Atiku fighting hard to become president? What has he forgotten in Aso Rock? Well, being a vice president is not enough for him to go and rest. And he knows that this time is not the time to vote the North. So what is he fighting for? Just to scatter the game for other people. Why not support another certain president to be there? He won't do that. So a former spokesperson of the Labour Party Presidential Campaign Council, Kenneth Okonkwo, has stated that no single presidential candidate can overthrow President Bola Tinubu alone in the 2027 election. According to him, only a formidable coalition of the country's top elites can end Tinubu's re-election quest in 2027. So the legal practitioner shared his thoughts during an appearance on Sunday's edition of Channels Television's Politics Today. He said no one single candidate can beat Tinubu alone by whatever name they are called. The reason is this. In Nigeria, we have entered into the unfortunate or unfortunacy that you will not only win, but you will have to secure your victory. So you need the elite to secure your victory, even if the people vote for you. Can you imagine? So if the elites come together like they did in 2014 to confront Jonathan in 2015, they were able to secure their victory when the people voted for them. So if they were not together, they would not have been able to secure their victory. So the late Nelson Mandela said, it always appears impossible until it happens. I may not guarantee an alliance between Peter Obi and Atiku, but as we are moving to 2027, I know that there will be a coalition. Whether it will be between Obi and Atiku, I don't know, but there will be a coalition. Why? Because that will be the only choice the opposition has to make an impact, or that is the only choice they have to make an impact. So at the moment, if there is no coalition, Tinubu is unbeatable. He will just walk straight to victory. I agree with you. So the thing here, we quite understand that no one person can win Tinubu. But the fact remains that coalition will move Tinubu. But which coalition? That's the question. Look at governors defecting. Look at people who got their tickets and their votes under Labour Party and under PDP. All of them defected to APC. What does that tell you? What is happening? What is Tinubu doing differently to win all of them? Why are they leaving their party? The way Nigeria is today, I don't think democracy will save Nigeria. That is the truth. Democracy will not save Nigeria. The only thing that will save Nigeria is if we have a very honest, young military man like it's happening in Burkina Faso that will throw everything away and, pull them down and do the needful to restore Nigeria. Under democracy and under this kind of weak constitution, with these corrupt politicians, democracy can't save Nigeria. Nigeria won't go anywhere. That is the truth. I think that's a narrative that people need to know now and buy into it and understand that democracy has failed in Nigeria. Completely, democracy has failed. Democracy has failed because the people who are responsible for the democracy are not honest to themselves. They are there for their pocket. Okay, let me see what somebody is going to say. People are going to comment now on what Kenneth Okonkwo has said. And some say, unfortunately, the coalition lacks credible leadership, political harlots and opportunists running from one party to the other, pretending to be national leaders. cannot succeed in this Herculean task. Of course, we have political leaders who are running from party to party because of their selfish interests, not because they want to help Nigeria to get better. People like Atiku, who have been running from between PDP and APC, or who? Eh? Obi was in PDP, was in Abga to PDP, now PDP to Labour Party. Even though he looks to be more credible than the rest, but all of them are jumping from party to party. When he does not favor them in one party, they will run. When it look at Kwankwaso doing everything possible to leave NNPP for APC, if not that, Ganduje has blocked him there. So it's true. All this task of removing Tinubu in 2027 is not a small task, and it's not a task for people who are very selfish like they are. So I say, why are we concentrating much on 2027 election? Why many states are in the rut of herdsmen and they are foot soldiers? Even some local governments have been taken over by terrorists. Government is watching, and you are talking about 2027. It is absurd and disheartening to even be mentioning it without working out how to end this menace of all these jihadist people. Exactly. Unfortunately, our people, rather than doing something to save Nigeria, they are all running to come together for 2027. Tinubu has not gone to declare state of emergency in Borno State and in Benue State, Zamfara State and Plateau State, where herdsmen have taken over some local government, or Niger State, where terrorists have taken over military camp. They will not go there, but they are coming to declare state of emergency in Rivers State because of 2027 political interest. It's a very shameful situation, I'm telling you. As someone said, I disagree. As the country stands today, if a free and fair election is conducted among who is going to conduct free and fair election? Who told you will not your disagreement will not hold water? Atiku, Obi, Kwankwaso, Tinubu can even and even Showore, Tinubu will come last. Obi will win. Tinubu's victory can only come by rigging. That is the thing now. So the question is, how do you think there'll be free and fair? Even the Tinubu that came in, was that election free and fair? It was not. So Okonkwo is right in a way. No free and fair election in Nigeria. If election was free and fair, Tinubu wouldn't have even been there in the first place. So even if no single candidate that can beat him, he can't be champion forever. Abi? He can't be champion forever, of course. He has a time limit. Somebody says who? Peter Obi beat him, except that the power of corruption overturned the victory. If election is done hundreds of times, Peter Obi will win and defeat him. We know, but the question here is there will never be free and fair election. So now I still never clear. Continue. They deceive yourself. What do you mean? Very grievous call, very grievous to call the name of God in vain without standing for the truth. Buy the truth and sell it not. It will be worse in 2027 because they are using subsidy money to lure greedy opposition party members. Of course, it will be worse in 2027. Exactly. What Kenneth Okonkwo implied. So read with understanding. We know that obviously it's not going to be easy in 2027. But Tinubu has bought all structures to himself, except the whole Nigeria has come together, which will never happen. The whole Nigerians will never come together to come and say enough is enough. It will never happen. Look at governors who are supposed to be in the best position to make things work better are already aligning with APC at the center. So what else do you expect? Very unfortunate situation. Nigeria has entered one chance.